What's up, you guys? Welcome back and welcome if you're new. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys what air compressor that I use and what air compressor you guys are going to want to buy at the end of this video. It's going to be in the description box below. So let's go ahead and now get started into the video. I'll show you guys exactly what comes with this kit. I'll show you guys exactly how to use it, and I'll show you guys how fast it is to air up and air down your tires using the Summit Off-Road compressor. So let's go ahead and now get into the video, and I'll show you guys what kit I have right here. Alright, you guys, so the reason for today's video is I've been getting asked a lot of questions on what I use to air up and air down my tires, and well, today we're here to show you guys. Like I said, probably at the end of this video, you guys are going to end up wanting to buy this kit that I have right here. If you guys do, make sure to check out in the description box below. So let's go ahead and pop this right open. So right off the bat, the Summit Off-Road compressor comes with an awesome looking bag, as you guys can tell, and it's actually very good quality. So once you open it up, I'm going to go ahead and now pull out the air compressor, give you guys some features, and then I'll show you guys the airline kit that I have. Right off the bat, as you can tell, this bad boy right here is a dual air compressor. As you guys probably know by now, I do have 35-inch tires, so the compressor that I did have before was kind of slacking to air out these tires. So today, this one here is actually really good. I've tested it out multiple times and I like it. Air up and air down, it's no problem for this thing right here. It is like a monster air compressor. So the way this thing works is right here on this line, you hook up your lines to go ahead and air up or air down, and then over here you actually have a positive and negative terminal that goes directly to the battery, which I'll show you guys how to do it. And then in the back, you'll have a on and off switch. So that's for the air compressor there. If you guys just want to buy the air compressor, it does come with lines. That'll be in the description box below. Now, if you guys want this same kit that I have here today, that is with the air pump and dump kit. So basically that's adding these bad boys right here. So the cool thing with this is it's actually really affordable. So now if you guys just want to buy the lines, they're, I believe, about $100. But if you guys do want this whole kit here that I have right now, it's only about $300. So check out the description box below. You guys will not be disappointed with this. So first off the bat, like I said, you could get these in any color. I chose red because I wanted something different, but I believe they have green lines, blue lines, just kind of what color you like. I'm sure they can do it. And the cool thing about this, it does air up and it does air down two tires at the same time. The cool thing about that is it regulates both of those tires to the same PSI. It also helps out your compressor in the long run because it doesn't make it run as hard and you're not constantly running it. This is just, you air them up, you're done, and then you go to the other side, air them up, and you're done. It kind of helps out the compressor in the long term and it keeps it running cooler for longer. That's what I think is cool about that. So let me go ahead and show you guys kind of how the pump and dump works, and then we'll get onto the truck. We'll show you guys how fast it is to air up the tires, and we'll show you guys, of course, how fast it is to air down the tires. So looking right here on the Summit Off-Road air compressor, you're going to notice there's a chuck here, which I believe you have to do an adapter for it to make this work, and that's where the pump and dump kit comes into play. You have to buy it through them so they can put the adapter for you. So you're going to go ahead and get one of your lines, which is the main line, which is this one here, and all you do is you pull this back down like that, insert, and that's it. And now looking over here, you have another line, which is here. And this goes connected to the valve, which is right here. Pull, same thing down, pop in just like that. And the cool thing about having something like this, it's a lot easier to unravel it, and it's also easier to pack it away. As you guys saw, I had this whole kit in my bag and it just fits anywhere. So that's the cool thing about it. And like I was saying, it air up and air down both tires at a time. Makes it super easy. It's not a problem. It doesn't tangle up. As you guys can tell, you can literally do whatever you want with this hose and it doesn't tangle up. And right here, you do have a digital meter on the tire pressure. And you can, like I said, air down or air up, which I'll show you guys how that works right now using the valve. So let's move on to the truck. We'll start with the airing down process, show you guys how fast that is, and then we'll go ahead and show you guys how fast it is to air up. Let's do it. All right, you guys, so now I'm going to show you guys, of course, how this thing works. We're going to start off with airing down the tires. So like I was saying, the cool thing about this, it's so easy to unravel it, as you can tell, and it doesn't get tangled like other lines do. So looking right here really close, so on the valve here, you have an on and an off position, which is here. Before installing it onto the truck to go ahead and air down or air up, you want to go ahead and open up the valve. and make sure all the air comes out. And then you go ahead and close it back. Make sure it is at 0 psi. And once it is, and now we're good. So make sure it's in the closed position. As you can tell, it's pointed to the right, the lever. And now what we could do is set this here. If you guys do have sliders, it makes it a lot easier. And on the lines themselves, they actually do have like a cool little chuck that you can use your thumb to open it up. So you just push down just like that. And you literally put it right over the valve stem. So just like that. Super simple. And now we're going to do the same exact step to the opposite side, which is the back one here. Go ahead and do the same, just like that. So now to go ahead and air down, we'll go ahead and show you guys. But before we do, I want to show you the PSI. Right now, my tires are at 41.6 PSI. I'm going to air them down to probably around, I want to say maybe 18 or 15 PSI. We'll see when we check the meter. So to do so, now you just go ahead and literally open up the valve and it'll air down for you. So let's go ahead and start the timer now. JesseRizo is here for you. It's here for you. All right, you guys, so right now I'm going to go ahead and stop it now. So to stop it, you just close the valve. So as you can tell, we went down to about 16.2 psi, and as you saw, the psi did go up and down. That's because it's trying to equalize both tire pressures to the same. So that's awesome. As you can tell, it's still doing it. And once it stops completely, that's where the psi should be exactly. So it should be at about 16.5 right now, as you can tell. So we went from 41.6 psi all the way down to 16.5 or 6 psi. So that actually was pretty quick. So of course, now that you guys saw how fast it is to air down to this side of the tire, which is about what, 2 to 3 minutes, of course it's going to take about the same time to air down the other ones, and that's how you know your total time to air down all four. Just keep in mind that I do have 35-inch tires. So if you guys do have maybe 33s on your Tacoma or other vehicle, it doesn't matter what it is, your guys' time is going to be a lot faster than mine, of course. So now that we showed you guys how fast it is to air down the tires, as you guys saw, now to go ahead and remove them, you want to make sure the chucks are closed, which it is, and just literally pull it right out. And then you can just unravel it like this. Like I said, these lines are freaking awesome because they'll never tangle on you, and it's actually really quick to go ahead and put it back together. As you can tell, there is like these little strap things, so that way you can put them together as well, just like that. Super simple, nothing hard about it. Go ahead and circle them up. Hell yeah, just like that. And then now you are ready to hit the trails, and you just put this back in your baggie from Summit Off-Road. So now let's show you guys how fast it is to air these things up. Let's do it.
This whole time, this man has said pump and dump like 8 times.
Count how many times I said pump and dump, you guys.
3 of the times it won't make the cut because I was laughing too hard. He hit me with it unexpectedly. I didn't appreciate it.
Alright, you guys, so now that I showed you guys how fast it is to air down the tires, now I'm going to show you how the Summit Off-Road air compressor works with the pump and dump. So let's go ahead and now grab it. We'll go to the engine bay where you guys have your battery. This is going to be super simple, and of course now it can get you out of the trails. So you go ahead and open up your hood, of course. Nothing hard about that. I'm sure everybody knows how to open that up. And then you can go ahead and secure your compressor where you think fits best. For me, on the passenger side, it fits right about here. All right, so now that you set it down, you want to go ahead and look for your lines that look like this, kind of like jumper cables. So let's go ahead and move on to the battery. So looking right here at the battery, I know it's kind of messy down here. Don't look at it. I think I need a new battery soon. You guys, so let's go ahead and now install this. So let's go ahead and do our positive right here and the positive of the battery. Make sure it's a good connection. Go ahead and get your negative, connect it to the negative of the battery. So now that that's done, let's now grab our pump and dump and connect it to the compressor. So now to go ahead and install this line, I showed you guys in the beginning, but I'll show you guys again. So like you said, this thing does not tangle up. You saw how easy that was. So on the back of the air compressor, you're going to have this line. If you guys did get the pump and dump kit, and I say that because without the pump and dump kit, you will not get this chuck that's here. It'll actually come with a different line. So you go ahead and put it over. Super easy, and this is going to the main line. Without this main line, you cannot extend your lines further out, and you're going to struggle. So I highly suggest getting the main line. So here it is, you guys. And then you go over here, get your module again. And remember, once again, just like when we aired down, we released the pressure. You want to do the same thing. As you heard it, it took out all the pressure. So now we're back down to 0. Now you can go ahead and close it. So once it's closed, get the chuck, put it right underneath. Make sure it clips in. And now just like we aired down, we're gonna go ahead and now air up as well. So I'll put it in the same position, maybe right about there. And let's go ahead and connect the lines, okay? So now that we have it, as you can tell, so I guess it's self-regulated. I know earlier we were at 16.6 psi. It looks like we're now at 17. So now it's the fully regulated tire pressure. So there it is, you guys. So now we're gonna go ahead and show you guys how to air up, of course. So what you wanna do first is you wanna go ahead and open up the valve. There it is, right? And now you wanna go ahead and go to the compressor. On the compressor in the backside, you're gonna notice there's the on and off position. Now you just go ahead and put it on the on position and let's see how long it takes. Let the time start now.
Please feel free to subscribe.
We're gonna go ahead and stop it right now and see. As you can tell, the going in air is about, as you can tell, the going in air is at 45. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop the compressor. So the time will stop right about now. So let's check where the actual PSI is. So to check it, same thing, go ahead and close the valve. And as you can tell, it's at about 40.2 psi. So now you guys know the time it took to, of course, air down, and now you guys know the time that it took to air up. So to me, that was actually pretty quick. Of course, now you just do the same thing you did here to the opposite side. So add those two times together. I think that was pretty quick for 35-inch tires. So if you guys do end up wanting to go ahead and get this kit, I'll make sure to link them down in the description box below. Like I said, I have the kit, but if you guys want to just go ahead and buy the lines, you could do that. Or if you guys just want to buy the compressor, you can also do that. I'll make sure to link both there. So if you guys did enjoy today's video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Yeah.
JesseRizo is here for you. It's here for you. Like I said, it's super simple. Please feel free to subscribe.